Let's get to 3M now, because it's a big mover today. It is the best performing stock in the Dow. Rob, you own it. Stephanie Link owns it. You love it. You bought this for a turnaround.
I bought it in March when they announced that Bill Brown would start at the company. He didn't start until May. It started working as it should, because the company is really focused on changing everything at the company, and he's doing a really good job. So they beat on revenues. Organic growth was very mixed. Electronics were good. Autos, not so much. Kind of expected, but it was the operating margin story that was so exciting. Up 170 basis points, better than expected. Up 220 basis points year over year. I think they're in the second or third inning in terms of margin expansion. They also, by the way, increased their buyback. And they did talk about currency helping them to offset tariffs. Tariffs are going to hurt them 20 to 40 cents. So now we know, at least we can model it, but you have the weak dollar that's also helping. So I think the story is really exciting. It remains one of my largest industrials.
All right. Wanted to get, Josh, your take on the FTC suing Uber, alleging that they charged for Uber One without consent. What's your take on this name right here?
It's not true. I'm a member. I could cancel right now if I want to. So I think look, they want big headlines. They want to score wins, and I understand it. And if what they were alleging was true and then the product changed, that's possible. But I don't think that the marketing practices here were deceptive, in my opinion, and I don't think it's hard to cancel. So I'm not 100% sure where this goes or how it ends or if it's a settlement, but I think Uber looks like they're going to stand their ground and they think they have a winning case. This is just like when you own large cap tech. This comes with the territory. There's litigation, there's lawsuits, there's regulatory actions. You just have to prepare for that mentally and not react to every headline.
Okay. Let's talk UnitedHealth. Steph, you first.
Sure.
Just because the stock's just gotten hammered.
Yep.
In a really short period of time. It surprised a lot of people. Downgraded today at HSBC. That's a new 52-week low for UNH. You trimmed it a while ago, but still, what do you do now?
Well, so I bought it in February when the DOJ coding issues were out there and the stock had fallen so substantially. It rallied 16% off those lows. That's why I trimmed a little bit. I didn't trim it all. I should have probably in retrospect. But actually, this was the first miss that this company has had in a decade. That's to speak to its consistency, strong execution, strong management team. They're going to find a way to fix this. It's going to take time. A lot of it has to do with Medicare Advantage and utilization rates going up. That's because they priced this stuff so high, and so people wanted to get their money's worth. That's good for the consumer, for sure, not good for the company that has to pay for that. So this is still the #1 managed care company in the industry with a very strong balance sheet, with $10 billion in buybacks to come. I think the medical loss ratio, the margin story, is at its worst at this point in time, and that's what they guided to. So I think from here, I think you can see an improvement in the medical loss ratio, margins, and the story. It's going to take time, though.
Why no love for McDonald's on this desk? Rob, Jim? It was reiterated a top idea today at Wells. We can take a look at the stock. That's why I wanted to look at it today. 350 is the price target. They say trends are digested, shares are defensive, FX now is a plus, and sentiment starting to improve. It's up 7% year to date in what's been a really tough tape. Why no takers?
I'm not gonna hate on it.
It's on my best stocks list.
And so I'll make this quick so Josh can come in. Look, it's more of a defensive name as far as I'm concerned. At this point in the market, and this goes back to what Steph was saying at the very beginning, at these levels, I want to be more aggressive with the things I own. But I don't have any hate for this stock. It's just defensive. It's
you
not
want
what
to be more
right
aggressive in what's been a very defensive market?
Yeah, again, and I'm gonna quote Steph. She had the numbers. I think we're down 15% from the high of just 2 months ago, down 12% year to date. Yes, this is the time I want to be more aggressive. I don't think, and I understand people disagree with me, that I don't think this is the time to hunker down.
Josh?
On February 25th, my birthday, I told you McDonald's got added to my best stocks in the market list. It's acted extraordinarily well since then. Another very similar name that's already broken out is Coca-Cola. This is a new all-time record high price. The Wall Street Journal is talking about maybe Berkshire taking the whole thing private and buying the rest of it that they don't own. McDonald's is a similar category. I think when people talk about the end of American exceptionalism, they should pull up some stock charts, because McDonald's is like one of America's greatest exports to the rest of the world in terms of financial success, at least over the last 50 years. And this stock is about to break out. So it's been a strong stock all year. It is on my best stocks list. I'm not in it. I should have taken the trade. I didn't. Hopefully some other people that were watching the show that day did.
All right, we hope.